Alright, fuckers, welcome back to Practicing Portraits, an artwod roadmap. What is artwod? The best online learning platform in the world to actually learn how to draw from imagination. How well do they teach you? They teach you this well. I've been drawing for 3 years and 5 months, right? The fundamentals are 95% of my practice, right? I'll glut artwod any day of the week. They give you the work, not the shortcut. That's their little slogan, I guess you could say. By the way, I actually haven't done I just started their portrait roadmap, right? If you click on their channel, you can see literally in order all the shit I've practiced for them. It's all there, everything's documented, and I haven't done any figure work, any mechanical work, nothing. I've literally learned actually nothing apart from just line form and perspective, right? And now I'm starting to actually utilize the things they teach you, more than just their fundamentals roadmap. All of this that you see is really just from their intro to drawing or just intro roadmap, some shit like that. But either way, artwod. I have to fucking suck their dick. Actually, I want to suck their dick, but I also have to because you never know. I'm not showcasing any of their work, but actually, I'm literally like I have partnered with them. I think Antonio likes me, right? He's felt me up every now and then, right? Virtually, that is. But anyways, draw along. Get your fucking pen. Get your paper. Draw along. Jesus Christ, this fucking intro goes to shit every time, bro. Literally. Absolute buffoonery, but please draw along, get your pen, get your paper, right? Use me as actionable steps. Keep me on the background, body doubling, give me retention. I need the sweet fucking retention, right? So with that being said, let's put in as much effort, right? What the fuck, why is this so disgusting? Look at this giant ass fucking circle I'm drawing. There you go, proportion is subpar. But anyways, let's put as much effort as possible, because if I can do it, you can do it. I think at this point it doesn't really show. Okay, if I can do this, because of this, you can do it too, right? Because what you're seeing right now, this is foundational work. It's supposed to look bad, like it's supposed to be shit, because I'm fucking struggling severely. So what am I struggling with? Well, I'm looking at a portrait reference that I have on my iPad. On the left, I'm encompassing the portrait, the face in a box, a sphere inside the box, center lines inside the sphere inside the box, diagonal center lines inside each plane, visible plane of the box, right? Ellipses inside, and this is what I'm trying to visualize, by the way. This is all being visualized, right? Visualized, and yeah, ellipses inside each plane, and then projecting the ellipses to be the center contour, center lines, vertical and horizontal of the ellipse. Essentially, this fuckery that you see here, that's literally what I'm trying to visualize, and that's what I have been visualizing, and it's a cognitive endurance skill. Once again, drawing is thinking, spatial reasoning is cognitive effort. Okay, it is working memory. Fuck, I was actually supposed to write down the shit that I've been learning about what's it called, mental model consolidation, but I'll try to like I'll try to explain it decently, and then I guess tomorrow I'll explain it better, right? So the past 2 days, past 3 hours, past 3 days, past 3 sessions, whatever videos you want to call it. By the way, I've already started drawing. I'm already thinking, so I hope you're also drawing and you're also thinking, right? But okay, the main thing I want to say is like you must always be in the zone of discomfort, right? It's called the zone of proximal effort, I think, right? Which is basically you're not so deep in that you are literally like overwhelmed and you're getting a headache, but you're also not even thinking at all and you're not trying at all. You want to be just at the cusp where like this is extremely uncomfortable. I'm trying quite a fucking bit and I can't see anything, right? Or and I'm just like unable to do. I've already started entering it because I'm trying to see the sphere. I'm trying to encompass the box over the sphere. I'm trying to see the center plane. Trying to see the center plane here, right? And last time I didn't ghost as much, so I need to actually be slower with my ghostings, because some of you, anybody who actually like I guess has followed along with the past fucking 30 hours, you guys will notice I ghost fast for no reason. There's actually no reason to it. It's just better to go slower, right? Go slower and ghost slower as well, right? Because that is where the visualization is formed. At least that's like it. And ghosting, you might be wondering, what's the point of ghosting? Is that it is the anchor. It is the motor anchor. It is the motor bridge between the full cognitive effort in your prefrontal cortex, right? And I believe your parietal lobe as well when it comes to visualization. Anything to do with obviously like visualizing and spatial reasoning, right? It is the bridge between that. It is the motor bridge. Or like, it's like a semi-motor bridge. I don't know how the fuck to explain this, but I'm not a scientist. But the motor task is obviously you putting the line down like this. But ghosting is, Jesus Christ, this pen's dying. But ghosting is the task between that, right? It's a mix of visualization and the action itself without committing. But because you visualize this, then you can put it down, right? That's like my layman's explanation. That's my gay man's explanation of it, right? I haven't used that joke in a while. So there it is. But I've already started visualizing, and the only goal I have ever is just to try my fucking hardest, just to put as much effort as possible, right? And right now, But again, by the way, like while I'm drawing, I'm thinking. While I'm thinking, I'm talking. While I'm talking, I'm running two parallel lines of thought, which is the thinking and then the explaining the thinking, right? It's extremely difficult. And I know I'm a fucking like broken record, but I'm trying to say this to showcase, right? And by the way, I'm trying to zoom out. What am I thinking about, by the way? I'm thinking about the box right now. I'm trying to make sure the box is encompassing the sphere. And again, it's supposed to be a perfect circle because the sphere is a perfect circle, right? So, and again, and every time I look away at the portrait reference, the schema, the mental model, the construction, the simulation, the visualization is lost, right? And then you have to look back and be like, okay, try to build it again, right? And it's constantly trying to zoom out and see, right? And I'm really zooming out right now while placing this line, and that's difficult because you have to be aware of the line that's being placed and making sure that the line consistency is decent and being proportionally accurate with the line itself while zooming out. Think about it this way. I'm visually just trying to see generally this location, but in my peripheries, I'm drawing here, right? And I'm trying to maintain line pressure sensitivity and all that shit, right? So that is extremely difficult, right? And I also want the box to be slightly bigger. So... and I'm trying to understand exactly where the and this is the hardest part because like right now again I'm trying to visualize the sphere, perfect circle, and then I have to make sure that the plane that I have, right, the front plane is in the right angle. And this is actually, if I look at it, it's roughly around here, right? And I'm zoomed in right now, but I need to zoom out still. There you go. And to see it, I need to see it accurately. And I'm gonna try to not make the mistake I keep making, which is making the sphere too elongated, but it might already be that way. So for that to be fixed, we need to perhaps extend the bottom line of the plane, right? And again, like I'm really trying to zoom out because now that I've created this is basically the edge of my sphere. This is a huge fucking box, Jesus Christ. This is a huge sphere, holy shit, right? So it's extremely difficult, but that's the thing. Like that's why you must only focus on the effort because it is extremely difficult. But let's see. Let me try to explain the learning aspect of it, right? So because right now I'm trying to hold in essentially like while I do this because I find it now that I've established this because I couldn't think about anything more than the sphere in the box, but of course I should be trying to, right? But the reason the past 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 sessions, whatever, were so difficult and I could not see anything is because my brain is currently going through procedural consolidation, right? Which results in blind days where I put in a shit ton of effort to create my schema, right? To create this schema. And not just this one, but on all the other angles. My brain is currently doing a background software update, which requires and utilizes a shit ton of glycogen and a shit ton of cognitive effort, right? Like there's a lot of energy being utilized to create this, right? To update this over the course of weeks and months, by the way, right? So when I'm putting an effort right now, it is essentially in conflict with this background update, which is the correct thing, right? Which is basically the background update is updating my mental model, right? It is updating my mental model of what I understand in order for more accurate, more expert aligned, more correctly aligned visualization to occur, right? And I've lost this visualization a lot already, but and again, like while I'm doing this, immediately, like I've been constantly training myself that anywhere I look, once I'm not zoomed out, if I look here, immediately I'm thinking about the diagonal. Immediately I'm thinking about the diagonal, right, and the center line. If I look here, immediately I'm thinking about this diagonal, the center line, right? And I need to train myself to also see the ellipse inside of it, right? The ellipse that is in this plane. But already, see, I'm already feeling head pressure, feeling a lot of head pressure, but let's see, is this, see, this is not a good, this is not a good sphere. I think, let me think. I'm trying to figure out what can be done to improve this. Well, I guess we'll just have to... Actually, no, this isn't bad. Never mind. This is okay. I mean, right now I can't tell. But again, while I'm looking here, I'm really trying to see the entire sphere. And you'll see that it'll result in problems. Because right now... Okay, but if I'm looking here, I might as well... Because I can't zoom out right now. I'm really struggling to zoom out. Because if I'm looking here, I might as well just also see the diagonal. Right, that's what I'm seeing right now. That I'm officially zoomed in, right? Even though I should be zooming out. If I am going to be zoomed in, just to be able to get this line consistency, even though it's fucking ass and it's diverging slightly by a couple millimeters, right? if I'm going to be zoomed in, I'm also going to be constantly calculating this diagonal, this center line, and then again and again, seeing the ellipse, right? So I believe I made another mistake. Yet again, this too long, right? Is it? I don't fucking know. Because again, am I really that good at drawing a perfect circle, a perfect sphere? Most definitely not, right? There are so many flaws, and that is where we learn, through the flaws, right? And technically this is correct because this is the sphere that, or this is the box that the head is encompassed in, right? Like even artwod doesn't want us to do a perfect cube. I'm doing a perfect cube purely just to get this perfect sphere, this entire fucking simulation running in my mind, right? But again, like I'm constantly trying to think about that sphere. I'm constantly trying to think about the center lines. I'm constantly trying to calculate the ellipse, the center ellipse, this center ellipse, right? Just constantly. And this left side is actually the most difficult for me in this angle. Another thing you have to understand is like each angle is a new schema. Each angle is a new mental model. That's converging way too fast. Jesus Christ, right? And again, when you make these mistakes, you feel good. I've literally just forced myself to feel good when I made that mistake, right? But yeah, like this in of itself, and again, I think this is way too long. This is like, the sphere is like this, right? This is slightly diverging by a couple millimeters. This is converging too fast. It needed to be around here, right? Starting around there. But slowly but surely we improve. That's all I can say. It's like, and it's very easy to think, because right now, like again, I'm going through a blind period. I can't see, I can't think. I'm really trying to push through, but I genuinely cannot think about anything, right? And again, this should have been a lot shorter, which my mental model needs to be updated because this is way more accurate. You see, just a little bit, and it's way more accurate. The same thing happened before. It's just this is more correct because again, the face is in this reference a bit more away, right? Like it's not a bit more away. How can I explain this? It's angled away. It is angled away. It's like this versus this, right? Like if we start here, you can see that this is this big, but then if we go here, it's like it's this big. Fucking what the fuck? Like this big, right? Like that. You know, in terms of like actual, like if we were to see it as a vertical length, starting here, coming up here, right? It's like this. But here, you see, it's half. So that is perspective. Those are like intuitive things or things that you have to understand that when things are further away, they foreshorten, right? And right now, I don't understand that well clearly, or at least I'm not able to implement it when it comes to this this box, right? But again, now that I'm looking at this again, I'm immediately thinking about the center line, immediately thinking about the center plane, vertical center plane, horizontal center plane, right? Calculating like a fucking robot. And some might say, this does feel pretty robotic, right? You would be absolutely correct because art is thinking. Drawing is thinking. Because some people were like, actually, art is smearing shit on a fucking canvas and selling it for millions. You're right. I'm sorry. I should have never doubted you, right? But drawing, spatial reasoning, and by the way, while I'm looking here and I'm zoomed out, I'm still, or zoomed in, I still am trying to constantly zoom out and see what I need to see, right? Like here, when I look here, I'm trying to see the ellipse. Here, when I'm trying to visualize the center plane in the box itself, I'm trying to also make it very clear to myself that, hey, there's an ellipse here, and that's because there's a sphere inside this box, and the center plane has an ellipse inside of it, which is the center contour line, the horizontal center contour line of the sphere, right? So there's a lot of fuckery that I'm constantly trying to see, and I'm always trying to put my brain into as much discomfort as possible. Like genuinely, my goal is sheer cognitive discomfort, right? Because it's through this that we grow. Like I feel the worst. Like if you genuinely want to know the extent of which I continue to train myself when it comes to loving learning, I feel the worst when I'm not trying. No, even worse than that. It's actually even worse than that. I don't feel good unless my brain is actively in sheer discomfort when I'm practicing with drawing specifically, right? Unless I'm intentionally going out of my way to be like, no, I am not thinking, like with the challenge 52. Oh, I forgot to mention, dude, a thorough fucking commented on my video. That was way too late. I should have done that in the fucking intro. Nobody's gonna be here now. But a thorough commented on my video saying, good job, keep up the work, like, or keep up the good work, bro, right? Or keep up the good work, man. He didn't call me bro. We're not like that. But That's fucking insane. A thorough commented saying, "Keep up the good work, man." On my challenge 52, part 11. Part 11. Everybody go to part 11 and be like, "Oh my god, Biggie's the best. You should fucking collab with him." Right? There's nothing to collab with me, but I offer no value to him as an artist, to be honest. But apart from, I don't know, clout, fucking 50 years from now when I get 10 more views on it, right? But anyways, I'm gonna rest my brain. I encourage you to do so as well. Utilize the spacing effect. And one thing I want to say, I mean, there's a lot of things I say, and I don't think today I'm going to be able to explain the whole learning thing I was saying, but the main thing you need to understand is when you have blind days, you're going through procedural reconsolidation, right? Which means your brain is updating your mental model, the visualization, the calculations, right? The correct, what's it called? This correct spatial reasoning model, schema, simulation that you're building, right, that you're consistently trying to align in your mind, your brain is updating that. So the days when you see nothing but you're trying so hard, that's output regression. But on the days especially where the entire day feels like output regression, those are the days those are the days where you actually, that your brain is updating in the background, right? And it's all, of course, derived from the sheer cognitive effort you put in, right? So once again, never forget that you're capable of that effort. Like never forget that you're capable of the ever effort, right? Vicky inspires, but yeah, it's crazy. Fucking a thorough commented. By the way, while I'm drawing these features now, I am still trying to visualize the fucking sphere, and I will constantly keep reminding you that you have to understand that I'm literally thinking. Like, I'm thinking and I'm explaining what I'm thinking while I'm drawing what I'm explaining what I'm thinking. Right? Like, again, right now, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about the sphere, I'm thinking about the center lines, I'm thinking about the center lines. This center line in general, like, I don't see that much. So I need to actively constantly see the sphere and the center lines, as well as like any diagonal center lines that I see here, right? So, and honestly, more than anything, it's probably best to get these center lines drawn as well, right? So I can start constantly thinking about those diagonals as well, right? But you see how much there goes, and obviously like this front ellipse, again, like this ellipse, right? This side ellipse, right? There's so much. I love it. Like, this is, I actually have a friend, I might as well dox him. His name was Love It Chumber. Look him up. He's like the only fucking person with that name, right? Actually, fuck, should I censor that? It's honestly, I mean, I'm sure there's more than one Love It Chumber, but it's Lowiet, right? Lowit. But we just called him Love It for fun. Maybe I did dox him. Fuck it. I mean, if you search him up and then you do anything, you're a fucking loser. Know that much. And if that frustrates you, good. Let it be known that you're frustrated about somebody on the internet and that gives you power, right? But while I fill in these tiny features, I'm trying so hard. Like, it's extremely difficult. I was maybe like 5% successful, right? I don't know why, actually, I don't even know why I mentioned his name. that was just like because his name was funny, and it's just been like a meme amongst my friend group. I haven't talked to him in years, by the way, so there's no point even asking him about me in case you were doing that. This also, there's literally no point in me saying any of this because nobody gives any semblance of a fuck. But you don't understand, man. I'm so important. I draw lines on the internet and I explain what I'm thinking. Don't you know that's a public service, right? This is the fucking problem with getting over 1,124 subscribers. You just you think you're God, right? And I certainly don't check my stats every day. No, I am above that. Fucking hate YouTube. And by hating YouTube, I mean I hate me for falling into the algorithmic game. But yeah, anyways, I completely got distracted. But yeah, I'm constantly trying to think about, even like while I draw these tiny features, like anytime I can think about the spatial reasoning, I am trying to. And right now, like, I'm really trying to zoom out. I'm really trying to zoom out and think about the center ellipse of the contour. The center ellipse contour of the... Jesus Christ, this is hurting so much. In a good way. When I say hurting, I just mean friction, right? Oh, I couldn't even see it. I couldn't even see it because I was trying so hard on just like this specific, like filling this in, right? Like zooming in while zooming out, or zooming out while zooming in, and calculating elsewhere is extremely difficult. But let's get this curve. Oh yeah, by the way, I've decided, like, I'm basically gonna do this, but we're just gonna add like little manipulations on top of this. But this is the wireframe that we're gonna stick to for everything moving forward. they'll just have manipulations on top of it, right? Like maybe there'll be a jut out here, a jut out there, whatever, or like something, they'll be connected to each other. But this is the wireframe I'm gonna imagine when it comes to like doing these, because it is so fucking good. Like it is such a good, and just now that I realize that, like maybe I should already start seeing it like that, right? Because it is incredibly fucking amazing to god damn it, I can't even think right now. It is so good to see that wireframe is all I'm trying to say. Like that's basically what's going to really reinforce the simulation. And you have to understand, like everything in the background is an obstruction. These features in and of itself are obstructions, right? Like these are all genuinely obstructions. I'm still trying to figure out this woman's goddamn face. This angle is so fucked. It's so fucked. But I'm still trying to figure it out. I think I keep making her nose too small. That's the other thing. I definitely keep making her nose way too small. Even though even when I thought I got it, right? Like my proportions are pretty ass. Like this lip to nose ratio is pretty shit. I have to obviously start looking. Yeah, her nose is way too small, but I just have to accept it and yeah, like make her eyebrows maybe just proportionally accurate. Right, and again, like while I'm looking at her, the actual reference in of itself, I am obviously unable to consistently rebuild my schema, but I'm trying. Like when I'm aware of that, I'm constantly just trying to be like, okay, rebuild it, right? And I've actually like completely internalized and accepted that nobody will understand what I'm doing, right? In the sense that like this will look really boring for a very long time. And I am personally very excited, like don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to get to the real art, right? As one would say, like I'm very excited, and again, I just rebuilt the schema, try to see the sphere, try to see the center line, but I am, yeah, of course I'm excited to draw the real art, i.e. like, oh, the nice looking faces, and like I know my spatial reasoning is already good enough to do Loomis, right? I know it is, but I refuse to half-ass my effort. I refuse to move on until this 3D simulation, which and maybe this is hubris. This could very well be hubris, so take it as it is, right? But from what I can tell, I don't think anybody is internalizing this level of spatial reasoning from what I can tell on the internet, right? Like I haven't seen anybody do it. It's very likely people have, by the way. Like just because something's not on the internet doesn't mean that it's never happened, right? By the way, while I'm talking, I'm thinking. While I'm thinking, I'm struggling. While I'm drawing these tiny features, I'm unable to zoom out. Just to give you clarity that I'm constantly fucking struggling and constantly trying to. Like, and you also have to understand, I'm always constantly trying to like accurately re-visualize, accurately calculate, accurately. And anytime I notice, not that I'll always notice, but anytime I notice, which is pretty fucking often, like every couple seconds, I notice that, oh, you're doing it wrong, oh, you're seeing it wrong, oh, you need to put more effort into seeing this, right? I'm constantly just trying to readjust and reintegrate and reapply and reconstruct and maintain and calculate the visualization, right? Which is the box, the sphere inside the box, the center lines inside the sphere inside the box, the diagonal center lines on each plane of each visible plane of the box, right? The ellipse on each visible plane of the box, right? And then the center plane that cuts through horizontally and vertically in each plane of the box, right? Each plane of the box, right? Gotta speak fast unnecessarily for no reason, but yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is like I don't want to half-ass this, right? Because I want to see something that I don't think anybody else has really put the effort to see before, which is this fuckery in their mind, right? Like that is my goal. That is my goal. So I want to put as much mental effort as I can. And I'll be completely honest with you, even with everything that I've done here, which it doesn't look like much to you, but you have to understand all the work is invisible in my mind, right? I still don't think I've put in nearly as much effort as I could have. So I just got to keep trying. I just got to keep fucking trying. And yeah, and that's what I'd like to tell you too, is like keep fucking trying, right? Well, with so much motivation being said, let's rest our brains. Get out. Yeah, I definitely don't think I've been trying hard enough. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Like my state that I'm used to is to always just fucking sheer effort. So at this point, I don't even know if me not feeling like trying is just because I haven't tapped into an even deeper level of effort yet. Because like right now, every time I look at this, at the very least, I'm always visualizing the sphere, always visualizing this center line, always trying to visualize this center line, and always calculating this diagonal. But clearly now we know, now that I said that out loud, well, I don't calculate this diagonal, I don't calculate the ellipse here, ellipse here, ellipse here, this diagonal, I don't calculate that, right? So actually, I don't even put that much effort in. So we need to see every single calculation at all times, all at once. That's what, oh, there you go. Now my brain's starting to hurt. Okay. Oh, that's what I needed. Okay, so I just didn't verbalize to myself the effort that I was putting in. And there you, oh, now that is fucking painful. Sorry, pain is the wrong word. I'm gonna stop fucking using that. That is extremely cognitively intensive. There you go. We're never gonna use the word pain. I apologize. I'm not gonna use that word because it's not pain. It's friction. It's effort. It's intensive spatial reasoning. It's your working memory capacity being pushed to its limit. I think that's what the thing is. Yesterday I was genuinely blind, like I couldn't see shit, but today I think right now for the past 20 minutes, I just haven't been pushing my working memory capacity. Oh, there you go. Now I'm literally trying to see the entire mesh. So now we need to do that here. And now I'm starting to, oh, there you go. Okay, see, now I'm really starting to trying to visualize everything, right? Mike, there's a commenter, I mentioned it before, So Chromo, and he basically said like Vicky's trying to visualize so intensively. Do I have to visualize that intensively for everything? And actually like he pulled up on part 57 of my live stream. Check it out. I talked to him. I think I say a lot of good shit, or at least I helped him out, right? And a couple others. It was good conversation. I mean, I was drawing. That stream is where I finished this drawing, by the way. I guess if I'm gonna shill the stream, right? But again, while I'm talking, I'm thinking intensively, by the way. But I basically maybe just like a final touch on what I say there is like I am visualizing intensively because again I believe I'm literally doing a visualization that I don't even like the fucking vast majority of artists. I don't think I've ever seen them do, right? And many will say this is unnecessary. And then when it isn't unnecessary, fucking 100 hours later, 200 hours later, 5, 10 years later, 20 years later, they'll be like, oh, it was, of course, it was just a path. It was so inevitable. How could we have ever not seen it coming? So the point I'm trying to make is, apart from just the jerking myself off, as always, right? Oh, Vicky, watch me become great. Apart from that, right? And by the way, I have to say those things and I have to feel this way because I'm extremely convicted in my journey, right? Of course, things will change. Of course, I will be wrong on many things, and I'm okay with that, all right? I'm never saying I'm right. I'm just saying I'm the best. I'm better than you. Listen to everything I say because I'm right. But with that being said, yeah, like this spatial reasoning, this intensive spatial reasoning is new frontier for me as well, right? Like the visualization, and I need to zoom out because I can't see the sphere right now, but the visualization I'm trying to see, oh, there you go, trying to get the center lines in, there you go, trying to get the center lines in, I'm visualizing that, but I see I just lost the sphere again, so I need to get the sphere back. See, it's all constant reconstruction, and biggest thing is awareness, so me obviously verbalizing this is actually very helpful, right? It's very helpful. Oh, see, like the sphere's moving down here for some reason, we need to bring it back up. These are very common things, by the way. Even if you're just visualizing the box, it's gonna fucking jump everywhere. The lines in and of themselves, you're gonna end up seeing some stupid shit like this for like dozens of attempts, right? It's just gonna be like, what? That's not a fucking box, and you have to literally force your brain to be like, no, see this, and then it's gonna be like, what? See this? And you're gonna be like, no, motherfucker, see this, right? See this? It's gonna be like, oh, okay, I see, so I see this, and you're like, no. But again, that's the sheer effort, right? It's like constantly you're just reintegrating everything, pushing it to the fucking ideal, the normalized, solid structure that you want to visualize, right? And every single angle is a new thing, is a new schema, a new mental model for your brain to be like, what? It's going this way? Sorry, right? Oh, I need to see an ellipse in here. Let me draw something like this, right? And these are all obviously what I'm saying is these are the calculations and visualizations that your brain will be doing, right? And you just have to constantly be like, shut the fuck up. It's back to this. And that's the effort part. That's the working memory part. That's the calculation part that takes up so much of your prefrontal cortex and your parietal lobe, I believe, right? But yeah, this is new frontier for me as well. Like, I've never done a fucking triple layer calculation visualization. Like, I don't know anybody who fucking does this, right? But the point isn't he's doing this just so he can draw a portrait on it. It's like the point he's doing this is like, if I'm gonna be drawing a portrait, I might as well just internalize something so fucking difficult and so complex. By the way, I'm seeing the box, I'm seeing the sphere, I'm thinking about the center planes now. This horizontal center plane I still struggle with seeing a lot, so I need to constantly see this, right? That's actually the main thing, and we'll start with this, because clearly this is, and see, like, while I draw this, already I'm telling you right now, while I draw this, I have lost so much of the visualization, right? so much of the visualization is lost because this is a small detail and this is actually jutting out, right? It's jutting out. So I might have actually placed this incorrectly as well, but it's okay. But because this is actually grounding, this is grounding the structure that I have, right? So that's really helpful as well. But who the fuck, like, it's already so difficult to visualize a damn plane inside a box. This is one layer, right? Or like a layer and a half to do something like this, you know? To just be like, oh, okay, box, and then we got a cylinder inside of it. That's already extremely difficult. I'm literally doing box, sphere inside the box, every fucking goddamn possible center line, vertical, horizontal, and diagonal on each visible plane, the ellipses inside each visible plane, right? The fucking, the center planes also having ellipses, which is informing the sphere inside the box. That's like, not only is that like 12 to 15 to 20 calculations, right? That's also a genuine 3 layers of perspective. Right, because it's 1, the box, 2, the sphere, and then the fucking center lines that you're calculating inside of it, right? So maybe 2.5, but the point is it's extremely difficult, right? So again, like I lost everything, so I need to take a step back. And there we go again. So fun. It's actually very fun. But yeah, right, and again, trying to constantly see the sphere is the biggest part, right? And this sphere, this ellipse is already pretty fucking mid, but I have to stand by it. Stand by me, I need you to fly again. Again, randomly in grade 8, some girl just came saying that and then dipped. We're like, what the fuck just happened? I don't even know if she was selling. TBH, fam. But, and then this right here, this center, I'm visualizing that because this is the center now, right? So everything, the sphere, the box, is all going around here. And again, anytime I look anywhere, genuinely anywhere, like if I look here, I'm thinking about this plane, I'm thinking about the center lines, right? The diagonals, the vertical, the horizontal. If I'm looking here, I'm thinking about this side plane, right? And then the diagonals, the verticals, and the horizontals, right? And in general, I'm trying to constantly zoom out and see all of it all at once, right? And that is cognitive load theory. That is taxing your working memory. That is pushing your glycogen reserves to be used up to the absolute limit, and that is learning. That is coming, right? So that is great. It's wonderful. Anyways, fucking Jesus Christ, I'm just trying to see right now. I'm just really trying to see. Okay, see, like, so I keep zooming in. I have this bad habit of keep seeing this bottom plane from this angle, right? Only focusing on that. So I need to keep what I need to do is holistically see the sphere while holistically seeing the box and then calculating everything. That's all I need to do. I need to see fucking everything, right? That's it. That's all I need to do. And then draw the bullshit. Just draw the bullshit. Just fucking do it. Stop being a pussy, right? It's simple. Let me see, how do I do this? Oh yeah, okay, so I need to visualize. See, like now I'm super zoomed in here, so I need to visualize outward and then be like, okay, we got, see, and then I'm zoomed in now because I'm drawing this. There you go. This is my perspective. Kind of inaccurate. Yeah, see, I fucked up this line. But this is my perspective. This is extremely difficult. My brain is hurting. My groin is sore. And my life, it's in shambles. But we keep going. Anyways, but this is the difficult thing. Like, I'm gonna be struggling with this quite a fucking bit, right? And this is good. But anyways, let me get that center plane. Let me get the center line. Let me get the box. Let me get the sphere. Trying to see everything. And then we make a decision, right? We make it, because again, I need it to align this. I need this to be aligned, like the front. This all needs to be aligned correctly, right? In with the box, because I need to see the box accurately as well. And visualizing it is fucking difficult, but let's see. Okay, we got the bottom sphere. Let's see. Okay, so we got this ellipse. Whew, okay, this is extremely taxing. I'm gonna lean into this for about another 20 to 30 seconds, maybe even a minute, and then I'm gonna rest my brain, because this is exactly what you need to do. Is like when you're in that sheer discomfort, that sheer proximal zone of effort, or discomfort, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The point is, no matter what fancy science words I use or don't use, the point is, you fucking try hard, then you rest. You fucking try hard, then you rest. You constantly try to evaluate, you constantly try to course correct, you constantly feel good about the mistakes that you make, and then you rest, right? And then we jelk after the rest, because that is real rest. But anyways, let's see. Okay, so it's something like this. And I need to see this as well as I just need to see this well, but Let's see. Fuck, man, this is actually, oof. I need to zoom out, I need to zoom out, I need to zoom out, and you see the sphere, because I'm only looking there, so I need to see the sphere, I need to see the box, right? Whew, okay, yeah, this is beauty. This is exactly what I need. This extreme fucking effort I'm putting towards this. Holy shit. Holy shit. And now that we got the sphere, we will... There you go, something like that. And let's get the front as well. We'll get... Oh, the top. Sorry, dude, I can't think. Shut the fuck up, bro. I don't even know. I'm trying to explain myself to anybody right now. There you go. Oh, okay, that was extremely taxing. Okay, I'm gonna rest my brain. And you can see it's already off perspective, right? It's like, this is this, and this is... It's like that, you see? And you might be like, who the fuck saw that? I didn't see that. Well, that means you can't see that. You just gotta work on it. Anyways, let's rest our brains. Yeah, I know I said that I was gonna add fancy little shapes on top of this shit. I lied. This is already too difficult. We are not gonna add any fucking bullshit until I genuinely understand this, right? And that is a good thing, because there's no point in adding complexity when you don't even understand the simplicity. And I just zoomed in right there. Yeah, but when you don't understand the simplicity, there's no point in adding the complexity. Right? And again, like, what am I thinking about? I'm trying to think about that center line, that center plane, right? And let's see. Okay, so now I need to think about this horizontal, because that was a vertical center plane. I think about the horizontal center plane, right? Okay, just for a second there, I saw basically the entire grid, the entire box, cube, fuckery, sphere thing, right? But that was just a second, which was not the entirety. 'Twas but a moment, right? And now I need to see the center line again, right? We need to see the center line that is coming through here, right? And let's see. Okay, I need to think about this logically, right? And I do apologize. Although I would like to narrate absolutely every fucking thing I'm seeing at every given point, you also have to understand that I'm trying to think about every fucking thing I'm trying to see at every fucking point. So I'm not going to be able to narrate everything, but you must simply understand and assume that I'm constantly just trying to think about this fuckery, right? Like this. I'm constantly just trying to think about this. Right, at all times, and the sphere inside of it, and the ellipse here, like, that's going through, and the ellipse here that's going through, right? That's literally what I'm always thinking about, and I'm constantly oscillating, flickering, restructuring, recalculating, losing, restructuring, going between all the different calculations, zooming out, zooming in when I'm drawing, zooming out, because I'm trying to see the entire thing, right? That's what's constantly happening. Obviously, I'll say it as much as I can. Right now, I'm trying to figure out the logic of where the end of this plane is. It should be roughly around here. Right, and then I'm thinking about, like, okay, so where does it end up here? Where does the side plane end up here? Right around here. Is that even accurate? Nope. So we got to bring it a bit further back, right? So right around here, and then bring it up, and then bring it back. And now that makes sense. Like, okay, now I have the curve, right? So now, again, same thing, right? How big is this box? Oh, it's right around here, I believe. This bottom plane, right? Let's calculate it upwards. Okay, that makes sense, because now it's possibly, again, we need a perfect sphere. Don't forget, it's a perfect fucking sphere. This exercise is perfect, and I'm telling you right now, we're on rep number 34. I'm definitely going to do another 50 reps after these 50 reps are up, because I need, this is going to literally create the seeing. This is going to create the seeing that I am, I guess you could say I'm chasing after, to a degree, right? Like, yeah, I guess you could say I'm chasing after it, you know, in a good way, right? Like, this is just me trying to literally build a simulation in my mind, and I'm zoomed in right now, but while I'm zoomed in, I'm trying really hard to think about the logic of this center line, right? Is it accurate? Most probably not, because we did this, right? That doesn't look that good, and the curve is inaccurate, and I know I drew it wrong, but it's okay, because I'm trying really hard, right? And being hard while trying hard is also a skill. Right, I will go to the doctor after this, because it's been around, I think, 7 hours now, but that's the price you pay for excellence. Let's see. And yeah, okay, see, like, so I've already lost the plot. Like, we've already, because I drew this wrong, right? Like, this curve is bad, you know? And I am your dad. But you look at this, like, this is my current understanding. It's even worse than last time. It's literally even worse than last time. But this is my current understanding, right? Like, this is me not frauding, you know? Like, because I'm literally creating a wireframe around the perspective, so I can't fraud it, right? You can't lie to the wireframe, you know? It's literally impossible to lie to the wireframe. Let's see, something like this, right? And maybe like that. But no, see? This is how bad, and you know, like, objectively bad, but subjectively feels fucking amazing to be this ass that I am. All that mental effort. I got the left side a little bit, okay? But you see how bad that is? Do you see how bad that is? Right? Because I did not understand and I could not see, and that is okay. Right? So yeah, honestly, more than anything, we'll probably just be doing this. It's gonna be even more boring for, I guess, anybody watching. So please, body double, please draw along, Jesus, please. Right? So let's see, something like, and yeah, I'm using this pen now to make it easier for myself and you as well, because obviously I was trying to do something like this, but you can see I didn't really put it in without asking for consent, and now we have this problem right here where the wireframe is inaccurate. God damn it. Right. Put it down on me, put it down on... But yeah, this is also inaccurate. I made this way too long. See, it actually should have been like, this is a bit better. But this is genuinely... Something like this is what I should have been seeing. Like, this is wrong. We cut this out, right? But you see, like, how I don't understand, right? And then we'd have a bit more of a perfect sphere. Literally, look at this. Just a way more of a perfect sphere, right? And then this is my center line. So I got my center line wrong as well. Well, I had it right, but you see how, like, this is technically the correct center line, like the one that I drew, right? But while I was visualizing and drawing, my center line and everything I started drawing shifted because I could not hold this calculation that was supposed to be like this accurate, and I could not relay it to the front plane that way it was supposed to be, right? Otherwise my box would have been here, and it would have been a lot more like this, right? And I know this just seems like I'm drawing lines and shit, but I'm trying to make a point here, right? That I started in one direction, I could not see, and then I started shifting without realizing, right? So I'm going to rest my brain, and then we're going to take an even longer period of time to really try to see this and visualize this, because I have, fucking 18 minutes left. It's funny, like, we're actually completely reducing the complexity of what we're gonna draw, but this stability, seeing this entire fuckery and, like, being able to put this wireframe around it, is what is going to create the more, I guess, interesting drawings like this or something that you could say, right? Like, the more interesting wraparounds, right? Because it's about understanding the perspective. And again, don't forget, this is a completely new angle for me as well, right? So this is a new schema. I put a fuck ton of effort into building this schema, the top-down one, everything, but now this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half, 7 hours now, right? Yeah, I've just completely accepted that, like, although I would love for people to understand the merit of what I'm doing right now, that at the very least, I'll just beg for you to draw along with me, because there's no entertainment here. I'm not drawing anything cool or interesting, right? And that's not supposed to be the point. Like, this is a reflection of foundational effort, right? Directionally correct foundational effort towards building a solid understanding of perspective and form, and just seeing things that don't exist, right? Like seeing a world, seeing simulation, seeing a 3D simulation, working memory capacity, all that shit. What the fuck? I can't speak. My throat's dying. Too much jizz, but. Basically, this is a reflection of just foundational work and just the hidden in this. These are all the outputs, or like the results of outputs, outcomes, whatever, right? I think outcome and output might be different than outcome. I don't fucking know. I interchange that shit. It's all bastardized. But the point I'm trying to make is the work I'm doing now and the results you see from the work I'm doing now are essentially negligible and grotesque and not good to look at and not clean art, but the actual cognitive effort and the inputs, the things I'm thinking about, are what matter, right? Because I'm worth it. Anyways, I believe we see this as well, maybe. Okay, I don't know. Either way, let me rest my brain. I encourage you to rest your brain as well. And then I'm going to try again really, really hard. And we're going to do our best to correct. We're going to try to make a genuine improvement from this one for the next one. Right? Like, and I'm excited for that. Like, I think it will actually, like, I'm just going to put in as much fucking effort as possible. Because clearly I struggle a lot with this. And that's amazing. So, yeah, let me rest my brain. Yeah, bro, I'm still losing my shit over the fact that Athoro, Oh, also, this is in the incorrect perspective compared to the reference. Is it? It's okay. No, it's actually pretty accurate. Never mind, right? Because the reference in of itself is so difficult to understand. Yeah, but I'm still losing my shit over the fact that Athoro commented on my video. I'm sure he was just he just typed in Athoro Challenge 52 on YouTube. That's most definitely how he discovered me. Because apart from his own channel, I'm kind of the only one who's actually posting content about it, right? And honestly, over the long term, I'm probably gonna have the most Challenge 52 content on the internet. Like in terms of YouTube, right? Like videos uploaded, purely in terms of me just doing a week or like 4 to 6, 7. Sorry, every time I think 6, 7 now, that fucking meme pisses me off, and I'm just compelled to be retarded around that. But 4 to 6, 7 videos, right? Like every 6 weeks I post, right? When I'm like taking my time off from the intensive spatial reasoning. But that aside, yeah, it's just fucking insane. Like, he probably just found me because, yeah, if you type in a thorough challenge 52, you're gonna see his videos, and then you're gonna see my dipshit, like my dumbass, right? Oh, he's the fact that he said, "Keep up the good work, man." I'm gonna nut over those words. I'm putting that shit on a fucking plaque. Every time I feel down, I'm just gonna refresh. I don't even have to refresh, because the comment will always be there. But I'm just gonna refresh just for the sake of the page refreshing and then showing it to me again. Right? So, anyways, back to visualizing the sphere. Okay, so I need to see the right box, right? That's the box I need to see. And right now, I'm definitely experiencing output regression. My brain, because again, after about 30 to 45 minutes of intensive cognitive work, right, deep, like in terms of a learning bout, like that is basically the most amount of time that your brain can make the mistakes and the brain can consolidate the information and the new neurons and synapses and neuroplasticity occurring that it can do, right? Which is why generally learning bouts are between 60 to 90 minutes recommended, because that's based on our ultradian cycle. Ultradian cycle, or the rhythm, is what our bodies follow. These 90-minute cycles, our REM sleep, right, focus bouts, everything follows these ultradian rhythms. So yeah, like, and in terms of like sheer effort and sheer error making, like it's this golden window of I think 7 to 40 minutes, they say, right? 7 to 30 minutes or 7 to 40 minutes of just making mistakes and visualizing. And for me, I just try to push the fuck out of that no matter what. By the way, while I'm speaking, I'm fucking struggling so hard to see the sphere, but I need to zoom out, and I see the box, because I can see the sphere now, but I need to see the box as well. And I can't see the box anymore. And now that I can't see the box, I can't see the sphere anymore. So take a step back. And now we reconstruct. Oh, it's very special time in my life, right? Because I am special man in my life. I wanted to say special mime in my life, but then I'm like, just because it rhymes, bars, doesn't mean it's the time. Bars. No, but I just come up with stupid rhymes in my head. None of it makes sense. See, I just thought of a pun related to none of it. I didn't even think of a pun. I just thought of the fact that, oh, that's none of it. Like the place in Canada. Fucking kill me, bro. But anyways. It's okay. Visualize, Viggy, Jesus Christ, bro. I can't see anything. Yeah, I'm genuinely in output regression. And now this is exactly where, this moment where I'm in output regression is exactly where I need to push even further beyond. Again, I know that's Vegeta's theme, but like and my friend, we'll call him Mr. A for what's an insult related to A? Asshole? No, he's an asshole, but Mr. Autist. There you go, Mr. Autistic. Yeah, that's perfect for him, actually, the fucking piece of shit. But Mr. A, Mr. A always gets pissed, because, like, I always say this to go further beyond, and then I do fucking Vegeta's theme, right, his Majin theme, and he's like, you piece of shit, don't fucking bastardize Super Saiyan 3. But it's too late. Anyways, as I'm talking, I'm trying to see the plane, I'm trying to see the box, right? Okay, so I need to really see the center line, right? Because I did say I'm going to try my fucking hardest to get the perspective down, right? So we need to I'm really trying to think about the overall box that I've created. I'm really trying. Right now, I'm not really visualizing it, but I'm trying to keep the general perspective that I know the box is in correct. And I know how to draw a sphere, right? Even cut up. By the way, drawing a sphere or drawing an ellipse cut up is a skill. I want to be very clear. That's actually very difficult. Like, try doing this. Take a plane, right? And then draw a sphere underneath it. Like, or an ellipse underneath it. Like so. That's very difficult. And I know I'm doing it tiny, but like, I'm just doing this as an aside, purely for you, and I'm fucking up my own learning, so let it be known. But to think about that, but to only draw this is extremely difficult. I'm telling you, it took me hundreds and thousands of repetitions to get that down. Like, same here. Right? But then you have to think about this. Right? And where is this coming from? Where are you getting this perspective? Because this box is in this perspective. Right? And that's where this ellipse comes from. Right? So like, it's all connected. But yeah, I want to like validate you and say, yes, everything that you struggle with is difficult, right? It is a new skill. Every minor thing, every angle you draw a line, every time you shift a perspective, every time you have to do one type of subtraction versus another, one type of subtraction in one angle versus another, one type of subtraction, addition, manipulation, anything that's just different is difficult. Here's your fucking confirmation. Like, yes, every new thing is a new skill, meta skill, right? So yeah, I got you, fam. I got you. Not that you need me to get you or anything, because you're most likely much more capable than I ever will be in my life. And that's not even me trying to be mean to myself. That's just a fact. Like, I am so average in all faculties. Faculties, look, right? Fucking suck a dick while I speak, but I am so fucking average. It's actually a testament to how being average can still get you results, because I'm so fucking average. It's a miracle. It's not a miracle, actually. It's a, you know, it's not a miracle. It's just hilarious how far I've gotten just through trying as hard as I can, right? Emphasis on the hard, because I'm always hard. But it's actually hilarious, like how hard I am. Right? I need to stop making these jokes. It's actually just funny how well you can continue to achieve. And by the way, like, this is a completely fucking with me, because I don't even know what perspective I was seeing when I made this, but I have to commit to it, and I have to still see the perspective that I want to get, because we did say we want to make a notable improvement from this, right? We did say that. So while I'm here, I need to see the box. I need to zoom out. And you zoom out and you see the sphere. This is now already this is already creating my sphere here. So it needs to be a perfect sphere, right? And this is something that I need to, and again, this line is already inaccurate. My curves need work, but there you go. I think this is okay. Like, I don't think it's anything incredible, but I think it's okay. And then let's see. Whew. Okay, so I'm still trying to think about the overall sphere, right? Let's do something like this. Right? And this is the center line, this is the center line, this is the center line. I'm trying to see the center line, right? And this is what I'm trying to, that's inaccurate. This is already wrong, but it's okay. I've accepted that, right? I'm trying to wrap it around, again, I'm trying to wrap it around that center line, right? And again, I'm trying to make sure the sphere in of itself is very, see, this is all wrong. This is all completely wrong, because this is the center line. I need to cut this in half, and it's something like this, right? So this is a bit too much. It's a bit too wide, but either way, it's still better. It's still a lot better than what I did before, but again, like, the side plane and the sphere in general are fucking with me. Like, this, trying to logic this out, is fucking with me to a decent degree. Same with, now there's this subtlety here with this curve, which I need to acknowledge, right? The subtlety of this curve is the outline and of the sphere itself. See? The outline of the sphere itself. And this is not a perfect sphere. I'm gonna rest my brain. That was really good. I love this exercise. I don't give a shit if it looks boring. Okay, I don't care anymore. Like, this is what I need. You know what? That might just be projection. Maybe this isn't boring to people. I genuinely think, maybe I think that you'll think it looks boring. That's right. Viggy self-reflects instead of drawing like he's supposed to. But anyways, let's rest our brains. Yeah, this is good. This is Oh, this is so good. Okay, I'm really hoping. I hope that you're really doing your fucking best as well. Like, because if I'm coming from pain, not pain, sorry, cognitive friction. There you go. Then you must be coming from cognitive friction as well. Coming towards. I can't make a pun off of the word coming. It's jizz. That's it. That's the joke. Anyways, let's rest our brains. By the way, I want to be very clear. I barely saw the horizontal center plane, right? Like, I know I didn't even get to explain it as well, because you'll see right here, obviously I didn't clearly see it, because otherwise this would have been a lot more of a subtle curve, right? Like, that already makes a pretty big difference. But I didn't really see any of these planes, and this is also, like, you can tell, like, this already was the biggest mistake, or one of the biggest mistakes, right? Because, again, this is my ellipse, right? So my ellipse isn't even accurate. Think about it, like that. What I've created here is something like this, right? And then what I've created here is something like this. So the perspective is already wrong, because this thing is straight like so, right? This plane is straight, this angle is straight, but then this is curved, right? But that, oh sorry, that's not, I'm not curved, fucking Jesus Christ, it's just at a diagonal. But it should be more like this, as per my perspective. It should be more like angled this way and then angled this way, right? And again, like this is, actually no, what the fuck am I saying? I can't see anything, I don't know why I'm talking. It should be, holy shit, I can't understand anything that I'm doing right now. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's because that's the diagonal. Because the ellipse, okay, the ellipse is like this. So what I meant is like this is the line that it should be following, right? Mine is straight. So if mine is straight, my ellipse is actually like this, right? Because this is the line that's cutting through. It's like that. And then on the other hand, this ellipse right here is like this, and it's going diagonal like so. But you see, that's not really a good perspective, because that perspective is more like this, right? So it's actually the wrong perspective. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't even think I understand what the fuck I'm saying. Let me just go back to trying to visualize this. Jesus Christ, bro. Output regression is a bitch. Okay, so, and again, my lines are suffering drastically. Jesus, can the page stop moving, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stop fucking with my art? Oh, see, it's even like my proportion is going to shit because all the spatial reasoning I'm doing, right? Everything going to shit. Oh, there you go. I know it sounded like I just nutted there, and perhaps I did. We'll have to find out next time on part, what is it? This is probably like part 90 now, right? I still have to upload this. Okay, so now we have to think about how it's wrapping around. And that's where I think it's gonna be something like this. Right? Something like it's, I have to follow the perspective. I have to, okay, I have not seen the box whatsoever, so I need to go back to try to see the box. See, I still don't understand the wraparound, as you can tell, right? I hope you can tell that I don't really understand the wraparound. But at least, okay, like I need to take a step back. I need to take a step back and see, like, again, my proportions and my lines. Dude, this literally tells you to go fuck yourself. I love this exercise. This exercise basically tells you to suck a dick, right? You know nothing about perspective, and you will succumb to the giant cock of the box, the sphere inside the box, the center lines inside the sphere inside the box, and the ellipses inside the sphere inside the box, inside the center lines inside the sphere inside the box, inside the ellipses. Kill me. He said with a masculine gasp. A masculine war cry, sorry. Right, and oh, see, now that is a bit stout. It's a bit too stout. Actually, is it? That's pretty decent. And then, let's see. And again, I'm really trying to visualize everything, but it's already gone to shit. Okay, well, I got that curve incorrectly, but yeah, would you look at that? 58 minutes. Okay, so I'm really gonna take my time. Also, I probably should have taken way more time with this one, but holy fuck, did that diddle me in the gray matter, right? So this is, again, what I was trying to visualize. Let me actually, like, let me try to accurately place these fucking lines down. right? So at least my visualization has some merit, or at least my explanation has some merit, right? Yeah, see, that is what I was trying to visualize. Something like that. And then maybe bring this up like so. Give me yop, me mama. Yop, me mama, give me yop. Me mama, when the morning come. Emphasis on the morning. And then the come. But yeah, like again, this is, oh, I actually got the center line relatively accurate, which is nice. Right, this. By the way, I could not see the fucking ellipse. Like, I don't have that ability right now. my working memory's already fucking taxed as it is, but I could not see the ellipse. I could barely see these diagonals. I'll say again, like, I was taking all the goddamn mental energy I had to just see the box. Like, to literally just see the box. And what the fuck? What? Nani? What the hell is this diagonal? Why is this so off-center? What? Oh, because I drew it wrong. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I was about to say. I fucking literally drew it wrong and I was wondering why I was off center. Even then, this doesn't make much sense to me. No, it's a little bit better. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know anything about perspective. This is fucking killing me. But yeah, like again, I'm really trying to visualize box, sphere, center line, right? This center plane, like that's what this is all supposed to be wrapped around. But again, you can see this is such a difficult angle for me to understand, right? Like this is genuinely a very difficult angle for me to understand. And yeah, that was a great session. Again, like the biggest reminder I keep telling myself is it's about the effort. And that's the reminder I keep telling all of you. Because those of you who are pursuing really excellent fundamentals, excellent foundations. By the way, maybe before I said shit like, oh, it's all about the fundamentals, and I'll always still be saying it's all about the fundamentals, but I heavily encourage you guys and girls, oh, fuck, god damn it. I heavily encourage all of you to apply your fundamentals, because this is very difficult. And let's not forget, I was told on stream, part 57, by the way, fucking Parkit, one of my fans, he's like, draw a dragon. I don't know how to draw a dragon. You can tell that. I haven't practiced anything to do with organic shapes. The bat wings look like shit, because, you know, dragons have bat wings type things like this. None of this makes any sense. It looks really bad, but I already have a scene in mind. There's gonna be like a jet here coming in. I want to do like a really like extreme, what's it called? Like foreground, background, right? This thing, I want it to be holding another jet crushed in its hand. I want them to be flying in the air, and then I'm gonna think about a way I can compose it. So there's like a city underneath them, and the horizon line's actually like this, right? Something like that. Like I really want to really like establish scale. But the thing is, right, this was extremely uncomfortable and extremely difficult, right? And you need that. Like, no matter how much discomfort you get through the fundamentals, I would heavily recommend, and I would personally say, you must exert the same amount of extreme difficulty and discomfort in practicing drawing from imagination and scene building, like genuinely scene building. It will be shit for a very fucking long time, right? Genuinely a very long time. And that's okay, because if you cared about it being shit, you wouldn't be practicing art, right? Like, think about it that way. If you actually cared about being bad and like what that meant for you and it was a reflection for you, why are you learning the skill? Why are you learning the skill why are you choosing one of the most difficult skills, in my extremely biased opinion, to learn, right? Sheer fucking excellent draftsmanship, essentially recreating life in your mind on the page, calculations, fucking consistency, in terms of like volumes and all that shit. And that's just volume and form and line. I haven't even grasped, and it's gonna take me decades to get to go through, not get to, but to go through values, lighting, composition, environments, building a visual library, design, dynamism, right? And anatomy, like a bunch of things. Anatomy is just way more complicated version of figure, by the way, right? Like, I know anatomy is technically considered a fundamental because of how complex it is. So, like, and I agree, like, its complexity does warrant the title of fundamentals, but the thing is, like, you can go very far with just a really, really good understanding of form and very clear, what the fuck? Very decently fleshed out mannequins, right? In terms of relative anatomical what the fuck, accuracy. Yes, right, that's what I meant to say. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, give up if you want only the result and want to feel good about drawing all the time, but don't give up if you want to learn how to enjoy learning, and if you want to genuinely see how far you want to go in life, right? When it comes to the skill and any other skill and anything that requires effort, right? So really what I'm saying is don't give up. Because as I always say, right? And this is just me parroting Alex Hormozy, who is probably parroting somebody else, right? Because infinite game theory is not new to humanity. After it was coined, it has existed, right? So this isn't anything new, but the point of the game is to keep playing, all right? And I played today. This is a notch. This is a fucking extra pubic hair on the forest of life, right? On the human forest of life. That metaphor isn't even good, nor does it make sense. It's honestly very grotesque, and I should be ashamed of myself. But I'm not, because I'm proud of myself because I tried, because of the effort, right? So, yeah, that was very difficult, very fun session, very fucking fun. And yeah, this is genuinely all I'm gonna be fucking doing as time goes on. You know what? Maybe just for shits, maybe we'll just add a googly eye, right? Maybe we'll just do this. Let's just make it look, there you go. There you go. Let's just, and then this one we'll do something like this, right? There you go. Little googly eyes. What other form can we add here? Maybe I can add something like this. Whee! That. And then on the other side, we'll do the same thing. And where's this diagonal even coming from? Probably something like, actually, yeah, wow, I actually got it from this. So you can see, even intuitively, I've actually visualized it pretty decently, right? Not to say I'm good. That's another thing. I never want to say I'm good, because that would mean that I have a fucking ego, right? And egos are for pussies. I'm better than everybody. Anyways, see, none of that looks good. Okay, I'm only gonna add googly eyes. We're only gonna add googly eyes. We're gonna get this down. Right, and honestly, I'm probably gonna oscillate back and forth between really doing this and then obviously really trying to like test my form wrapping in general. But this is like, when I can internalize this consistently in any plane, in any angle, form wrapping will become much easier. Because once I see this, think about it. Once I see the box sphere inside the box center lines, right? But the center lines have a 3D form wrapping around it consistently to ground it and stabilize it, right? Because this is basically a test of how good can I see right now, like how good can I calculate, right? How good can I see, calculate, and apply? Like that's basically what this is a stress test of, right? And very few people can actually, like I've seen, like in general, like this is very hard to do, you know. Not to say, I don't mean to say very few people can do this. I'm saying very few people pursue this level of like really trying to test themselves, right? But I think it's very, my whole philosophy is take something and fucking run it to the ground to just, again, stress testing, right? Like, how far can we take this one concept? Like, why am I here? Why can't I do shit like this if I wasn't so fucking interested just to see how far I could push multiple rounding, single rounding, mechanical design, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm still ass at everything, but the point I'm trying to make is thank you for watching. I hope you really tried. I'm fucking done talking, bro. I'm done talking. But, oh yeah, rest your brain after this. Rest your brain. No stimulation, nothing. Absolutely nothing. No listening to anything. Go on a walk if your neighborhood is quiet. But fucking lie down, minimum 10 to 15 minute timer, and just let your brain wander. Your brain is going to consolidate all this information. There's basically a save state happening, right? But if you interrupt it with short form content, your phone, and external stimulation, that is going to be disrupted. So with that being said, take care, I guess. Fucking, I'm being nice today. But no, I hope you tried. I hope you really put a lot of effort in. And as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please, give me money.